run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
95.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Under. You go 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8. There we go. Count. 26.
A first down carry by Allen. A little 360. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Prescott on first down. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Cooper was the target there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Front left. Check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Able to fight through one tackle. Being chased out left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
We're going to 54. Line 8. Hey, we're going right there. switch. Here we go, 47.
Right back to him on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Good work that time to get him to jump. And now here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Able to push his way through. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And somebody
Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Zebra. Hey, over here.
Now it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
That. 14.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Come on, let's go. On that. Gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Zebra. Gun. Run left.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
19. 14.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Shotgun. Right. 315. Well. Right. Front left. Right.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he spins free. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go, 14. Right, 380.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cowboys have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
14.
Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Gun. Here we go, 46.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This is Carson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Spot that, spot that. Check 4,
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught by Jackson. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Carson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Irving in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Shotgun.
On 1st down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, hey. 3 down. Watch the edge.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 47, 47. 4 down. Alert.
2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Prescott from the gun. And he finds Julius Thomas. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The give is to Elliott. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Again, it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, 47. Switch, hey.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here go 46.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Throwing here, Prescott. Staying on his feet. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. Given 30 yards there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing again here. Wilson. Jackson's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now Wilson on 1st down. Offense for them has been in a creep. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Gotta go. 14.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Gotta go.
One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points